My fellow Americans, thank you for coming in and joining us on the Hawks Nest today. Today we got a great show lined up for you, so please stay tuned, and we're going to deliver you all the news from SEMO Sports. Let's roll with it. Thank you, and we're back for the Hawks Nest. Leon has joined us now, and we're going to get into all things SEMO Sports. We're going to start off with the story everyone's talking about right now. Coach Rick Ray fired from the SEMO men's basketball program.
Poor Rick, man. I mean, you can't say it's totally undeserved. We finished last in the OVC this year. I think we finished last year.
Yeah.
Academically ineligible 3 years ago.
I think in his 5-year tenure, you went 51 and 104 overall.
Like that.
So I think he did what he could for the time he was here. But the last season that we had, it just wasn't. Things just weren't clicking for the team. So.
Yeah. The only unfortunate part is now probably we had 2 of our highest recruits we've ever had for SEMO's program coming in. Don't know if they'll be staying around or not.
Yeah.
Obviously, with the new coach coming in, so that's a bit of an unfortunate part. But throughout Rick Ray's tenure, we've had problems with transfers, so you don't even know if they're going to stay around or not.
We lost Denzel.
Gabe, Ladarius
Brewer.
They all transferred. Probably a couple that were not remembering. So it's unfortunate when a guy gets fired. You never want to see it, but you lose 2/3 of your games.
Right.
In 5 years, it's probably going to happen. So on to the next phase of SEMO men's basketball.
So do you think it was just Rick Ray, or do you think there's a deeper problem at SEMO basketball, men's basketball?
No one, since we moved to Division I, no one's really won here. So I can't say for sure, but I guess we'll see. Maybe a coach can come in here. I mean, you would think you're not that far from Memphis. You're not that far from St. Louis.
Yeah.
You'd think that
We could steal recruits from both towns.
Yeah. Get at least, you're obviously not going to get any of the big guys, but maybe some of the smaller guys that kind of slip through the cracks. So
Leon, where do you think we go from here?
Well, from this point, obviously the next stop is looking for the next coach who has the highest potential to be the next basketball coach for SEMO for Southeast. Obviously Keith Pickens stepped in and did a good job as assistant coach for the 2 games that he did coach for Rick Ray. I think that's the main emphasis right now. I think the recruiting class is okay. We're bringing in high recruits. So I think the biggest step is looking at the higher management and seeing where we could go to get the best coach for the team.
Yeah,
what fits the team the best.
I would think Keith Pickens would at least have to be in the conversation a little bit.
Yeah.
But, he is pretty young. But, he did step in and do pretty good.
Yeah.
Did win 2 games this year.
Yeah.
And he's pretty fit guy, too. He looks
That's
like
what
he
we
can
need
hop
with-
on the team.
So,
So
he definitely bringing energy to the program, I think. He seems like a pretty enthusiastic, energetic guy. So that would be good. As far as other potential, it's going to be mostly assistant coaches from D1 programs that are looking for their first shot.
Somebody's going to need to come in here and change the culture, though, with not a whole lot to go off of. Assume.
Yeah, and
I think, I'm going to be honest, this is what SEMO needs. SEMO doesn't need a head coach. SEMO needs a motivator. If you ever seen semi-pro, Jackie Moon.
We need Jackie Moon and Bakaitis.
John Madden.
Monix.
Monix. Of course, I know a thing or two about coaching as I did lead the team.
Yeah,
I told you guys.
Five-time champ.
And we're not going to get all the way into that because you guys know, but I think the team needs a motivator type of coach, like an ostrich, not a bird.
An ostrich. We need an ostrich.
Leon Miller for SEMO coach.
Birds fly, ostriches don't, but I'm like different. Ostriches don't fly, but I'm different.
You're a flying ostrich.
There
we go.
Flying ostrich.
Also heard, potentially, Coach K might be making his way to SEMO.
Yeah. Tom Izzo is in Cape Girardeau right now. We can confirm. Moving forward into everyone's favorite segment, Hawk Talk. From the last week's answers, we had a couple people actually call out and say #fire Rick Ray. Turned out that actually happened.
Yikes.
You were right.
It did happen.
Right.
So this week's question, tweet back at us at Arrow Sports, is going to be, what is your favorite sports movie? So if you could grab the whiteboards, we're just going to do this.
We're going to write ours.
We're going to write our names. We know you guys are visual learners, so.
I'm just going to be very generic because it's the one I could think of.
Ooh.
Look at that, people. Soak it in. Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
What's
God, I
that?
bet him
What's
right.
up?
Going with the Sandlot.
Y'all know what it is. Or Coach Carter.
I'm going with Moneyball. Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill.
Okay.
He gets on base.
Here we go. I got 3 answers. I got Coach Carter, right? Because I
Good
just couldn't
choice.
choose. I got the longest yard, right? And I got Remember the Titans.
Of course.
I gotta go. I mean, have you seen Coach Carter?
I love Coach
What's your
Carter.
deepest fear, Mr. Cruz?
Give up,
Our
Mr.
deepest
Cruz.
fear is not that we're inadequate.
Give up.
Look, is that the camera?
Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure.
That's
It's
what I
our
was gonna
light,
say.
not our darkness.
That's
that most
crazy.
frightens us.
Yeah, so I gotta go with Coach Carter
A little
off the top.
So,
philosophy.
tweet back at us at Aero Sports, hashtag Hawk Talk, hashtag cruising for softball. You know, I mean,
Team 44.
Team 44.
Softball winning OVC. So,
Women's basketball, big weekend this weekend.
Big
Yep.
weekend this weekend.
oh yeah, shout out baseball, 5-game winning streak. Shout out gymnastics, 7-game winning streak. And the Sundancers won the national championship in Vegas. Shout out to Sundancers.
Shout out to Sundance. Shout out to y'all, man.
So, that's
Thank
all we
you
got for you today. We love you. Keep it going.
Thank you for tuning in to Hawk's Nest, episode 3. See you
Hashtag
next
cruising,
Friday.
cruising, cruising.
Right there, Leon.